Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And blessings to the hopeful elect out there listening and learning. And also teaching this word in all sincerity and truth, in the hopes that we may edify and feed the lambs of Yahweh Shai, especially in these last days. And feeding the lambs of Yahweh Shai is of utmost importance. We're at the end. You know, you're gonna have more and more of these divisions, uproars of the people, protests. You know, we're in the midst of biblical prophecies popping off, man. You know, and we have to stay tight. We have to stay sharp. We have to stay locked in now more so than ever, as we see the day of the Lord approaching. Because, you know, the scripture says, "Blessed is he in who the Lord, you know, shall find so doing." You know, loosely paraphrasing. Like, we got to be doing the work. The scripture says, "I will work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work." You know? So we definitely have a duty, right, to push this word out. Like the scripture says, was it Isaiah 62:6? "I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence until he establish and make Jerusalem a praise in the earth." Loosely paraphrasing. You know, and we're not a praise in the earth right now. Okay, first of all, we're under these curses. See, the Lord, you know, that's why you got to fear the Lord, man. The Lord actually, we're the apple of his eye, and the Lord put curses upon us for transgressing his commandments, man. You know? So if the Lord can do that to the apple of his eye, his chosen nation on the earth, then what do you think he's going to do to these heathen nations, man? Right? Those that have harmed the apple of his eye. Those that have, you know, sorely vexed the apple of his eye. Those that have mistreated the chosen, right, on the earth, which are the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. We're about to get our revenge. But Yahweh Shai is going to get his first. But we have to understand that, man. You can't be overzealous to the point where you want to get your revenge before the Lord comes and gets his revenge. Remember, the scripture says, you know, in Zephaniah 3:8, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, till the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations." That's the Lord's determination, man. That's what he determines should be done. And we fall in line with what Yahweh Shai wants to be done, with what the word says, was what biblical prophecy outlines. You know, we ain't trying to jump the gun out here, man. We're supposed to be spiritual. You know, as we being circumspect in these last days, we know what time we're in, man. We know that we're in a time of transition of power on the earth. All we got to do is watch as well as pray. We got to watch the downfall of this wicked ass society, this wicked ass kingdom, right? Look at the very fabric of this empire being torn to smithereens, man. You know, and I was just on the phone to a brother just now talking about the way things are unfolding is immaculate. The way things are unfolding is absolutely immaculate. You know, over here in the UK, they pushed the brick card and all of that and whatever. Like, now, pretty much it's mandatory for every adult in the UK to now receive this brick card that they're looking to roll out. All right, and they're saying that it's because they want the immigrants, right, that have come in, that are working illegally. They want to put a stop to that. They're using that as an excuse. Well, the scripture says, and they created a situation with this immigrant crisis, so-called, right? But the scripture says in 2 Corinthians 2:11, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices." So we're not ignorant. We're not supposed to be ignorant to the devices of this devil, man. Like, we gotta know, like, how he's moving out here, right? We gotta know exactly what he's doing. He puts stuff in his shows, movies, predictive programming. You know, there's a term called gradualism, how they're slowly, right, moving toward their new world order, all right, and leading up to the mark of the beast, which is the chip. There's gonna come a time, right, where these people out here, see, right now you're talking about the brick card, but it ain't gonna stop there. And ultimately, it's gonna lead to these people needing the chip in order for them to move about and buy and sell, right? And when they get that chip, the scriptures speak about in Revelation 16, right, there's gonna be a noisome and grievous sore. that fell upon them which had the mark. And that when you go into that word grievous sore, the Greek word is helkos, which means a discharge or a pus. So you're gonna have people that with a chip in them, with the implants and that and whatever, and they're gonna be leaking pus out of their flesh, man, because that stuff's gonna be emitting radiation under the skin, and they're gonna get infected. Okay, so we look, man, and the mark of the beast. That's when they roll that out. That's the hour of temptation, right? When they finally roll it out, that the hour of temptation, and Revelation 2:10 says what? The devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. It said, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. You know, even the Apostle Paul said, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, right? So and he said, not for me only, but unto all them that also love his appearing, loosely paraphrasing. So listen, man, if you're in the mindset of being on the right side, if you're in the mindset of, making this wisdom and knowledge your priority, right? Like the scripture says in Proverbs 4:7, wisdom is the principal thing, and therefore get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. If you have this understanding, you're blessed. You are immensely blessed, right? The scripture says he has reproved kings for their sake, man. Like, we got this wisdom and knowledge, right? Bro, this wisdom and knowledge, the very wisdom and knowledge that we're pushing out there, is ripping apart the fabric of the strongholds, the demonic strongholds of Esau's society. When I say Esau, I'm talking about the wicked, right? The scriptures tell you that the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, and that's Esau, the Edomites. They're in rulership right now over the earth, and they have a murderous intent. They have a perpetual hatred for you Israelites, man. And because of that perpetual hatred, Amos 1:11, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. So the Lord ain't going easy on these Edomites, and neither are we. The scripture said, thine heart shall meditate terror. When we get your ass in slavery, there is going to be 0 fucks given, right? We're going to be fucking you up, right? You're going to, man, boy, because the thing is, what you're showing us is no mercy, right? Perpetual hatred. You're showing us a perpetual hatred. You're pursuing your brother with the sword. He did pursue his brother with the sword, man. Esau is coming after Jacob, and we are descendants of Jacob, man, whose name was changed to Israel after he wrestled the angel. We are the Israelites. We are the chosen, man. We are the apple of the Most High's eye, and the top enemy of the nation of Israel are you Edomites. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen to our top enemies, man? You're going to get, let's not forget about Obadiah 1:18. After 1,000 years of hardcore whoop-ass in slavery, you're going to be gathered together and you're going to be burned up in a pit. That's what the prophecy states. So you can, look, man, live it up while you can, because guess what? This is your kingdom, right? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And you have pushed out nothing but disease, confusion, death, destruction, filth, corruption, confusion, all throughout the earth. And you're going to pay for that, man. And you've really aimed it at Jacob. You've really aimed it. You've really weaponized every form of life against us, man. And you will pay for that. So when we're on the up, right? What does it say in Sirach? Was it 10:8? Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. The scriptures tell you in 2 Ezra 6:9, Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. So these Edomites have to be ruling, because we're at the end, right? The wicked has to be in rulership, because there's nothing but mourning on the earth. Proverbs 29:2, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's why you're seeing all these protests happening. That's why you're seeing all this division, right? That's why you're seeing, Palestinian flags getting thrown everywhere, or, the British flag getting thrown everywhere. Union Jack and all this stuff. All this stuff, man, all this, one side against another. These elites want this. That's why they set up people like Elon Musk to come together with, what's his name, Tommy Robinson and that. right? Thousands upon thousands marching through the streets of London, addressing the people, talking about violence is coming for you whether you like it or not. This is what Elon Musk said as he addressed the UK population that attended Tommy Robinson's rally. He said, look, as he said, with the all-seeing eye on his black t-shirt, right? And what would Orwell do? Or what would Orwell say or think or whatever underneath the all-seeing eye, which they have on the top of the pyramid when you look at the dollar bill, right? They have a new world order agenda to fulfill. The scripture says in Revelation 12:12, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye have but a short time. We're in a time where the sword is being sharpened. We're not in a time of mirth. The scripture says, son of man, prophesy and say a sword is sharpened. Right? And it's sharpened to make a sore slaughter. So they're going to start slaughtering you, Jakes, man. So that's why we're giving you that warning. We're the watchmen telling you that they're going to start swinging that sword. This devil's about to start showing you their horns, man. The scripture said they shall be like madmen, sparing none. Don't give a fuck if you got a newborn baby. He's 4 weeks old. You know, you bouncing him up and down in the living room. Family's coming around to see him or her. Oh, is he hungry? Pass the baby to me. Go on, you've done enough, love. Put your feet up, girl. And then you pass the baby around, you know? There's gonna come a time where little babies like that are gonna be getting smashed on the curb, man. Right? Because them troops ain't gonna give a fuck. They're gonna be possessed, right, with a spirit of death on them, man. And the Lord's gonna do that. The Lord's gonna put that spirit on them to come through like that. So we're coming to a time of unparalleled darkness, man. Now, going back to what Elon Musk said in response to this immigration crisis, he said violence is coming to you whether you like it or not. He goes, you either fight or you die. And I caught that. I remember watching that, and I was with the elder captain, the elder brother Ramar, and we was watching. Did he just say that? Yeah, he just said that. You know, that was really me, really. Did he say that? Like, what the fuck? You know? Did he say that? We were like, yeah, we pulled it back. Yeah, he just said you either fight or you die. He said it twice. You either fight or you die. You either fight or you die. So basically, he's inciting violence. And then you had, what's his name? Andrew Tate. What did he tweet on X? Civil war. Which he got cross-examined by Piers Morgan on his platform. And he was trying to say, why are you trying to say that I am inciting violence by saying civil war? I did not say, you know, but you know what? He put it out there. He put it out there. So these words, civil war, are being thrown out there at the moment, right? That means that they're letting you know, right, that civil war is upon us. It's coming. A great divide is coming. It's already here. The divide's already here. The Lord said, suppose you that I come to bring peace upon the earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. The Lord is setting this division, pitting one group against another. The Lord is going to stir up this civil war. And they need this to happen. Isaiah 19 goes into what? The Egyptian against the Egyptian, man. And the modern day Egypt is Babylon, America. The modern day Egypt is America. How do you prove that? Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, right? Why are they dead? The Israelites of a dead state of mind, because they're dead from the neck up. The scripture says the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. That's how important this wisdom and knowledge that we have is. So you're just a walking dead, even though you think you're woke. You got the spirit of deep sleep on you. You ain't awake, man. You're sleepwalking. You niggas out there sleepwalking, man. And here it is, we're sounding the alarm, and your ass is constantly hitting the snooze button. or worse, even worse, you ain't even hitting the snooze button. You just ain't even moving. You slept like a log. Okay? So yeah, the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man. Why do they promote sodomy in America? Why do they have the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill, which on the top of the pyramid, right, Anuit Coeptus, right, our enterprise is crowned with success. On the bottom of the pyramid, Novus Ordo Seclorum, New World Order or New Order of the Ages. They want to push this New World Order. Don't get it twisted. They're coming forward with it now. That's what the brick card is a step towards it for. Do you understand now? So we're at the time of the end, and everything that we've been saying, what does the scripture say in Habakkuk 2 and 3? Right? The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. So we got these prophecies, man, and that's keeping us stable. All of you guys out there that are not in the know, you have no answers. You are going to be in a world of pain. Well, the scripture says the same must know it after death by pain. There's going to be a lot more people that's going to be destroyed than that's going to be saved. What scripture did we go to? Matthew 7 and 13. Enter in at the straight gate. Right? For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be getting fucking ripped apart, man. Right? When all hell breaks loose and calamities fall upon these, especially these major cities. You can imagine these major cities, especially over here in the UK. You see these tower blocks upon tower blocks. You be driving through the city and you got bodies on top of bodies. These fucking tower blocks, these council estates, these ghettos and that, man. You wait, when there's no food, these people are going to be taken to the streets. They're going to be kicking doors off hinges. They're going to be robbing from one another. Robbing from their neighbours. Yeah, that same fucking neighbour down the road that used to smile at you, morning mate, every morning. Used to help him with his shopping bags and all of that. There's gonna come a time where he's gonna be fucking knocking you over the head with a metal crowbar or something, just to take what you got so he can feed himself. And when the food runs out, that's when they're gonna turn to cannibalism. 2 Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, the sword, famine, and great confusion. So we're in a time of great confusion right now. Right? The sword, famine, all these evils are growing upon the earth. Hyperinflation, the value of the money that they keep printing is going down. Okay? So this fiat currency is bullshit. It's all an illusion. They lied to you, man. American dream. Told you that if you work hard, you can have anything. Fuck that, bro. That look, bro. The cost of living crisis, bro. They're looking to bring these people to their knees. They want chaos, so they can establish order, the new world order. That's what they want, chaos, man. But the Lord said, when they're about to fill their belly, what's that? Job 20. When they are about to fill their belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon them, and it shall rain it upon them while he is eating. So this devil's gonna get fucking jacked up, man, because their inward daughters that their houses shall continue forever, right? Psalms 49 and 11. They got plans, but guess what? Their plans, right? They might have their plans, but the Most High he's got the ultimate plan, and there's nothing that anyone can do to escape from the supreme Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. His ultimate plan will be fulfilled. It's prophecy. And there's nothing that any scoffer, scorner, there's nothing that you guys can do to stop what we're saying from coming to pass. The scripture says, and when it's coming to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. You have no choice but to accept what we are fucking saying. You have no fucking choice but to swallow it. Like it or lump it, motherfuckers, man. Alright? We're at the end. It's coming now. Roll it. Hey, roll on. Roll on the chip. Bring it out. Hour of temptation. Let's do this. Right? Hey, the sooner that happens, the sooner Yahushua is coming with the armies in the heavens to crack these clouds, bro, and do some fucking damage. And that's what we're waiting for. That's what the fuck we're waiting for. Right? The slain of the Lord shall be many. When the Lord comes back, you people are gonna fucking feel it, bro. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna be in a world of pain, panic, shock, horror. Oh my goodness, what the fuck is going on? That's what's gonna be going through a lot of your minds. When you realize what the prophets were saying was the truth. As we sacrificed our bodies, our time, right? Our joints, whether it's soup blazing hot or in a freezing cold, telling you, week in and week out, what the fuck's coming, man. But that's all right. That's our reasonable service. We present our body as a living sacrifice. You know? And that's what it is. So anyway, look, man. Hey. Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Ba'ashem Rakak with Dash. We're at the end. The Lord is making shit happen. Fucking prophecy is rolling out thick and fast. Time is speeding up. Man, we ain't got long left. Now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Look, man, you should be excited. If you're on the side of Yahweh Shai and you have this wisdom and knowledge, you should be excited. You should be ecstatic. Man, I'm so fucking pumped right now. I feel like doing some pull-ups, man. Alright, anyway, look, man, I'm gonna leave it there. Alright, we just gotta keep our eyes open, man. There's a lot going on right now. So much to keep up with. It's like, hey, like Elder Apostle Taha was saying in one of his latest videos, you miss a day, you miss a lot. And that's the truth, baby. That's the truth. So stay circumspect, man. There's a lot of shit happening. Alright, things are shaking up. Alright, you're gonna see a lot more stressed out individuals. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You know? A lot more outraged drivers. Be careful on the roads. Hey, when you leave your house, pray. Put up them prayers as well. Pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that you make it safely to your destinations. Right? From home and on your way back to home. You know? Pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, we need protection. Hey, the scripture says in Psalms 34:7, the angels of the Lord encampeth about them that fear him and delivereth them. So that's what it is. The Lord ain't a man that he should lie. He's bound by his word. So just ask the Lord for help. How about that? Just ask Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for some help. You know? We need help, bro. Alright? So with that, man, hey, I pray you were uplifted with this lesson, man. I sincerely do. Hey, and shalom to you hopeful members of the elect out there, man. Hey, keep on believing, man. You're in a beautiful place to have this wisdom and knowledge. Alright? Hey, we wouldn't rather be anywhere else, right, than embraced by this wisdom and knowledge and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're in a perfect place right now, and this is where we need to stay. Lord willing, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, hey, the destination for the elect is salvation. And that's where we want to be. Shalom.